This guy right here, who is suddenly being fussy, is actually the best travel companion of all time. He did very good on our drive here. If he had been a dog, he would probably have been doing a lot of whining and to maybe even a little yapping to be allowed to get out of the car and whatnot. But no, he was excellent. He was in his carrier, content and quiet for hours without making a sound, for water, for food. You know, he just chilled and napped the whole drive here. Didn't have an accident or anything. So first thing we did when we got here was set up his litter box, because I was pretty sure by after all that time without going to the bathroom he'd need to go, because we had restroom breaks, but he stayed in his carrier the whole time. But he did an excellent job, and he's a spoiled little guy. He's actually kind of a big guy now, but he's spoiled, and I'm gonna let him go because he's got his own thing he wants to do. But yeah, he was really, really well behaved. During the trip, and I was really, really surprised at how well he did, because I don't think I've ever transported an animal of any kind, cat or dog, for that long a period of time. So because we didn't have any pets that went with us from Ohio to South Carolina, and we didn't have any pets that came with us, from South Carolina to this side of the country at that time. So, and I've tried to avoid having pets because of being a renter, and most landlords do not want you to have a pet of any kind, a cat or a dog. And if you come across a place that will allow you to have a cat or a dog, they often want an extra deposit, and that deposit can vary. Some of the deposits around here for pet-friendly rentals are around $300, and they're non-refundable deposits. So, you know what, you give that to them, and they keep it for using to clean up and desanitize behind your animal, because the next person who comes and rents your place after you've left may have been somebody who was allergic to cats or dogs and cannot, have anything left behind from any previous pets. So, but yeah, he's Cherokee's companion animal, and he's certified her animal. So a lot of the fees that other people would be paying for their animal to continue to have it with them in a rental property are waived for us. I do still prefer to go to pet-friendly properties, because I don't want to feel like I'm shoving him down somebody's throat that does not normally allow pets, period. But maybe one day I'll actually have my own house and I can have a dog. There's somebody across the way there that's got a little dog, and we've had a few little dogs here and there when I was growing up, but I'm not really a little dog person. I'm more of a larger dog person. Not the biggest thing you could get your hands on, but I do. If I could have a dog, it'd be more of a normal sized dog. But dogs need yard. They need space to play, and have a little front yard out there that I'm allowed to decorate, and allowed to plant, flowers and stuff like that. Previous tenant left behind some mulch that they put down, and I was out there earlier today to do some spraying because I saw some ants, and discovered somebody's been letting their little dog crap in my yard. And I'm not too pleased about it. I'm not planning on cleaning it up because it's not my animal, and it's biodegradable. Thank goodness. It doesn't look like it was very recent. It looks like it's a week or so old. So hopefully they won't bring their dog over here anymore now that I'm all moved in. But I'm actually sitting in the living room where you couldn't sit in the living room before. Not that I really have living room furniture, because the couch that I had was so large that I didn't even want to attempt to transport it, especially not after getting stuck under it once after I first bought it, trying to get it into the apartment I was in at that time. No way. I didn't want to move that thing again. So I did give that away, and so what I'm sitting on at this time is a pop-up unit for under a day bed, or some people would call it a trundle bed. And I've got, you know, a bunch of pillows there and here, you know, to make it comfy so that it can be sat on by company if I got company. And I might not leave it exactly in the position it's in, because right now it's blocking two plugs, a plug over here and a plug over there. And this being an older place, plugs aren't plentiful, and they aren't often in a convenient spot. So there's one plug in this wall behind me here. There's two plugs in that wall there, and I just discovered a little while ago that one of the plugs has been painted over so badly that you can't get a plug into it. So I'm just like, okay, I'll have to say something about that, you know, see if they can either clean it or replace it. But like in the outside walls are a type of cinder block, I believe, some sort of brick, you know, that I'm not really familiar with. But you know, the outside walls really, you know, except for one in this front wall, that's like the only plug where I have a lamp plugged in right now. And you know, the back walls don't really have any plugs in them. There's no plug in the walk-in closet, which is not necessarily unusual, because even in newer places they don't necessarily put a plug in a walk-in closet. But I don't see how having one plug in there, you know, could hurt, because it, you know, you might need to plug something in there, you know. It's possible, you know, that you need more than just a light. But you know, so I'm getting things cleared out slowly but surely. Just ran out some trash, you know, boxes. Got a pile of things, a small pile of things to donate. I guess they're going to go to Goodwill, because as far as I know, there's not a DI in the area here. But I'll double check on that, because I'd feel better if they went to a DI rather than a Goodwill. But you know, and gotten some boxes broke down, and I've got a couple of stacks of boxes that I need to go. They need to go to storage. They either made it in here by mistake, or as I'm going through things, found other things that should be in storage. So once it's not too scary, and I've got my desk set up, you might get to see a little bit more of it than just the wall in the corner behind me. But yeah, it's just, you know, a slow, tedious process, double checking things and trying to get things organized. So, but we're settling in, and I think Cherokee will probably be glad to not have me in her room.
Yeah.
Peace.